Assalamualaikum. Setelah mengetahui sejarah Nepal, kemudian ke Mangke Temple atau Mangke Stupa, lalu dilanjutkan ke Kathmandu Durbar Square. Ikuti terus ya perjalanan kami.
Locally, who is known as a Kumari, Kumari Kumari. She is known as a living goddess. She is the main attraction in Kathmandu Darbar Square. She appears for the tourist in the morning at this time after 11 till 12. So it's 10:30. So we do have a chance to see that little girl. So when I take you inside the courtyard of Kumari temple, we have a limited space over there. It might be crowded over there. So I will request the caretaker of that little girl to appear just for you. She will appear. There is a 3 window. She will appear at the middle window. She will appear for a couple of seconds, 5-6 seconds only. So at that time only, I request everybody, please do not take photograph.
Lantas, oleh-olehnya bagaimana? Ya, namanya perjalanan hemat. Berarti hemat pula oleh-olehnya. Hehehe.
Now here, Kumari. When we started our tour, I told you Nepal is completely a religious harmony country. Kumari is one of the symbol of religious harmony because Kumari belongs, before Kumari, she belongs from Buddhist family. When she is chosen as a Kumari, she is a Hindu goddess. She retires from that post. Again, she is Buddhist. So one body, one image, one girl, Buddhist, Hindu, and Buddhist. So she is the symbol of religious harmony. Now the question is, who can become a Kumari? How do we choose Kumari? What is the life of Kumari? How she retires from the post of Kumari? What is the life of Kumari? Okay, I'll tell you. Here, nearby Kathmandu Darbar Square, we do have a Sakya people. That is, Sakya is the family name.
Setelah 1 jam perjalanan di udara, pramugari mulai menyiapkan dan membagikan makanan.
The selection committee choose around 5-6 girls as a candidate of Kumari from Sakya clan, from Sakya family. When they choose, she should be good looking, like big eyes, long hair, and then no scratches on the body. And when they choose as a candidate of Kumari, she should be around in between 3 to 4 years old, very, very tiny girl as a candidate. And they are asked some questions, very simple questions, just to try the tongue whether she speaks properly or not. Like, what is your name? What is your father's name? And after that, they again choose 2 girls for the final test. And the final test is very, very hard for them because they are kept inside the courtyard, inside the palace, Darbar Square, in the night time, in front of a small water burning lamp at the center of the courtyard, and nobody is allowed to over there. No electric bulbs are allowed over there, and nobody is allowed to stay there. And the selection committee, they peep from the window. When they are kept in the middle of the courtyard in the night time in front of a small water burning lamp, they are surrounded by recently chopped bloody water buffalo heads. In the past, around 100 years back, more than 108 water buffaloes were kept surrounded by those 2 tiny girls. But nowadays we don't have that much number of water buffaloes, maybe 5, 10, 15, we are not allowed to go over there. So they are surrounded, and when they are surrounded by recently chopped bloody water buffalo heads, the tongue coming up like this. If among those 2 tiny girls, if one of the girls is scared or start weeping, she is disqualified. Girls, naturally, they do have a menstruation when they are 11, 12, something like that. Once they have the period time, listen carefully, once they have a period time, she is no more Kumari. That means no blood should come out from her body. once that happens naturally, she is no more Kumari. She retires from that post, and she loses her power. Kumari is also symbol of power. She loses her power, and she has to leave the Kumari temple, and it takes around a week to have a new Kumari. The old Kumari goes out, new Kumari goes in. And after that, the ex-Kumari, she can behave like a normal girl. She can go here and there. She can run here and there. She cannot do only one thing during her life. That is, she is not allowed to get married throughout her life. If she gets married, it is believed that her husband will die. So, according to the rules and regulations, Kumaris are not allowed to get married. But nowadays, let me tell you, the young boys and girls, they do college and university, they fall in love, they get married, but the husband doesn't die. So most of the ex-Kumaris nowadays, they do get married. Any questions after the tour? Okay? Please come.
Everybody come. Kembali dulu. Ini sepertinya mau ke Kumari Temple.
Left hand side. We do have lots of motorbikes coming here and there that might disturb you. So I will be walking on the left hand side. Please always use the left hand side. When the Britishers were ruling in India, they taught how to drive. They taught the Indian people to drive left, and we learned from the Indians to drive left. So left always, okay? So if we do have a 10-minute walk from here, first I will go I will take you directly to inside the Darbar Square. I'll tell you some stories. The main story over there, I'll tell you the Royal Massacre. Where is it? Royal Massacre, yeah, I promise you. So I'll tell you the story of the Royal Massacre. The royal family was killed by the Crown Prince. And then I will tell you something about the art and architecture. And then we will be out. By that time it will be 11:30. We'll see Kumari. Okay? Within 10 minutes we'll see Kumari. Once we finish up, once we see Kumari, again we come back to the court. Okay? I may give you 10-15 minutes to see around. And I promise that I'm going to show you the freak street. I will show you the freak street. So I will point out. But you will know.
Menuju Kumari Temple. Kita untuk berjalan satu baris di sisi kiri. Jalannya semakin sempit. Belok kiri. Ini sudah melebar lagi. Belok kanan.
To make you feel safe
Yes,
and easy, you know, at
for
night.
the future health.
Tour guide membeli tiket masuk 1.000 rupiah per orang. Saudara 115.000 rupiah. Ini toilet khusus untuk turis. Ini ada acara ini. Pakai baju merah-merah. Ini di lokasi Kumari Temple. Nava Adarsa Secondary School.
Darbar Square. This is the extended part of the Darbar Square. The main square is over there. So this Darbar Square was founded right after when Nepal was divided into different states after 15th century, and one of the brothers he made this palace. It was made during the 17th century. Of course, the other brothers, other kings, they made the little one. The present size is after 17th century. The whole palace is made out of wood. You can see the walls are made out of bricks. Here, even the walls are also made out of wood. In 1934, there was heavy earthquake. The whole palace turned into dust. And after that, they used the bricks to make the walls. But the rest of the remaining, that you see the windows, all the like the pillars and the beams, everything are made out of wood. They are the hardwood. One thing I would like to let you know, everybody, Kathmandu, the word Kathmandu means city of woods. You are in city of woods. Kart is, yeah, Kart. Kart means wood, Mandu means city. Kathmandu. It is a hardwood, it is a teak wood. They have a life of 1200 years. So, another interesting thing to know about this place is wood carvings. These are all carved from during the 17th century, and carved of which we don't have any proper school. So we do not have any proper school for wood carving. We learn, like the craftsmen at that time during 16th, 17th century, they were very much skillful, and we learn to carve these woods from our parents, and I will teach my son, grandson, it was generation. There are two things when we carve these woods. Of course, you need to be skillful. Skillful is very necessary. Another very important thing to know about this wood carving is the careful. This is one piece of wood. The pillar is one piece of wood. If you carve everything, if you damage the face, if you damage anything, the whole work is damaged because it is made out of, it is one single piece of wood. So you need to be very careful. In 2015, there was another like a powerful, 9 years ago, earthquake. It was April 25th, before the noon, 11:56, 4 minutes before the noon. That was on Saturday, it was public holiday, and around 10 or 11,000 people died over here. And this was affected at that time. And some part of the palace was cracked, part of the palace was collapsed. So as we go to the main Darbar Square, we will see those things. Okay, let's go inside the main square over there.
Terpajang spanduk untuk renovasi. Proyek restorasi Menara Basantapur bertingkat 9 di alun-alun Durbar, Kathmandu, Nepal, Kementerian Perdagangan Republik Rakyat Tiongkok, didukung oleh Administrasi Warisan Budaya Nasional Tiongkok, dilaksanakan oleh Akademi Warisan Budaya Tiongkok, diawasi oleh Institut Penelitian dan Perlindungan Warisan Arsitektur Provinsi Hebei untuk pelestarian arsitektur kuno. Kompleks Istana Basantapur yang berlantai 9 merupakan bagian penting dari warisan budaya dunia di Nepal. Kompleks bangunan ini meliputi area seluas 1.300 meter persegi dengan luas konstruksi sekitar 5.600 meter persegi. Kompleks ini merupakan representasi arsitektur Nepali Newari. Proyek restorasi ini dibangun oleh pemerintahan Tiongkok dengan Akademi Warisan Budaya Tiongkok yang melaksanakan keseluruhan pekerjaan restorasi termasuk pekerjaan perlindungan dan renovasi bangunan warisan budaya, proyek pameran dan pemanfaatan, proyek perlindungan keselamatan, dan proyek rekayasa kebakaran. Pada tanggal 25 April 2015, gempa bumi dahsyat menyebabkan kerusakan parah pada bangunan bersejarah di lembah Kathmandu. Kompleks Menara Basantapur yang berlantai 9 mengalami kerusakan parah akibat gempa bumi. Sekitar 550 meter persegi bangunan parsial runtuh total. Menara Lalitpur yang sangat miring secara keseluruhan menunjukkan tren miring ke barat daya. 80% dinding mengalami deformasi dan retak pada tingkat yang berbeda karena tekanan yang disebabkan oleh gempa bumi. Sejumlah besar komponen kayu berserakan dan rusak. Pada saat yang sama, bangunan tersebut juga mengalami masalah seperti penurunan pondasi yang tidak rata dan drainase yang buruk. Tim dari pihak Tiongkok melaksanakan proyek restorasi sesuai dengan alur kerja yang ditentukan dalam Pedoman Dasar Konservasi dan Restorasi Warisan Budaya di Nepal setelah gempa bumi dengan dasar mengikuti konsep konservasi warisan budaya yang diakui secara internasional seperti keaslian dan integritas. Menara Basantapur, sudut barat daya, 7 hingga 9 lantai dari menara 9 lantai dipugar sesuai dengan gambar sejarah dan foto data, menata dan memperbaiki komponen yang tersebar. Atap baru dan bagian atas berlapis tembaga dibuat sesuai dengan bentuk aslinya. Struktur kayu, interior, dan dekorasi kayu akan dilengkapi dan metode sambungan fleksibel penguatan simpul akan digunakan untuk penguatan seismik. Menara Bhaktapur, sudut timur laut. Pasang menara Bhaktapur berdasarkan komponen yang runtuh, perbarui komponen yang hilang dan perbaiki komponen yang rusak. Menara Lalitpur, sudut tenggara. Menara Lalitpur memiliki lebih dari 6 lantai struktur kayu. Gempa bumi menyebabkan seluruh badan menara bergeser ke barat daya. Kemiringan maksimum adalah 170 mm. Situasi berbahaya serius dan roda pendaratan 6 lantai sedang diperbaiki. Kirtipur Tower, sudut barat laut. Bersihkan atap tembaga menara Kirtipur, lepaskan jubah, periksa komponen kayu, rodo jubah, rodo atap, tingkatkan lapisan kedap air, periksa dinding, tampar dinding, perbaiki retakan dinding, singkirkan semua struktur kayu dan ubin terakota tanah. Mematuhi prinsip dasar pelestarian warisan budaya berupa bentuk asli, bahan asli, teknologi asli, dan struktur asli, ikuti kerajinan dan praktik tradisional setempat dan memperbaiki komponen kayu lama yang rusak akibat gempa bumi dengan kayu tradisional setempat. Untuk memastikan keaslian bangunan bersejarah, komponen lama yang rusak akibat gempa bumi dimanfaatkan secara maksimal dengan tingkat pemanfaatan mencapai 85%. Mengingat bahwa kompleks Menara Basantapur yang bertingkat 9 merupakan warisan budaya yang rusak akibat gempa bumi dan menggabungkan karakteristik struktur kayu dari warisan budaya tersebut dan karakteristik kayu keras dari material utama, selangan batu, sambungan lunak yang dapat dibalik digunakan untuk memperkuat simpul-simpul yang lemah dan penguatan struktur keseluruhan dicapai dengan intervensi minimum untuk meningkatkan keamanan dan stabilitas warisan budaya tersebut. Metode sambungan lunak untuk memperkuat sambungan struktur dari struktur kayu tradisional yang digunakan telah diberikan pola model utilitas di Tiongkok. Info yang saya dapat, bangunan yang berwarna merah ini adalah dipugar oleh Cina, sedang yang berwarna putih sebelah kanan ini dipugar oleh orang Eropa. Kemari ke
We were supposed to go to the top. Before the earthquake, we were allowed to go to the top. After the
becaknya itu tuh becak itu juga. Nah, setelah menikmati keindahan Durbar Square, perjalanan dilanjutkan menuju ke bis. Nah, melewati satu gang kecil, ketemu tempat prakteknya dokter anak setempat. Sayang sedang tutup, jadi tidak tahu kondisi di dalamnya. Penang ruwet. Ini gang dari Kumari Temple turun menuju ke bis. Tapi lumayan tuh yang ini. Nah, ini sudah diikat ini. Kabel-kabelnya yang ini sudah diikat. Kabelnya. Perutnya di depan rumah. Ini harus nyebrang. Ini bagian kabelnya ini yang lepas ini. Nah, tuh, ini juga nih. Nah, ini. Sambil menunggu bis datang. Oh, pasnya ada di seberang. Seberang sungai.
Wah, ini 8:30 बजे निस्किएको हो। हजुर
Ini sungainya. Kalau nggak salah ini yang namanya Sungai Bisnumati.
I don't think it's movie edge. What type of food?
Mas, jalan turun. Perjalanan dilanjutkan ke Patan untuk makan siang. Bagaimana ceritanya? Ikuti pada part 4. Terima kasih. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.